Well, Steve and Ronnie were unfortunately, I didn't realise, but they'd got on a flight and taken themselves to New York. I didn't even know they were away. And then all of a sudden, I got this video sent to me by local media saying, "Were these donkeys anything to do with you?" So, yeah, they were. Would you like to see it again? Hold on. Right, let's have a look here. Megan was like, "That is terrifying." Right, okay. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jan. Jan was first. Spooky Jan. Hi, everyone. Hope everyone is having a good weekend. Thanks, Suzanne. Yeah, all good. What a great idea. I've not done this before. Well, good to see you. Can you hear me all right? I think you can hear me all right. I think you can. Gainey, these lives are informative, crazy, and fun. Yeah, that one was just about to set it up. Hit the like button. Yes, please, everybody. Could you please hit the like button? That would be marvelous. Suzanne says, Ty, I had forgotten hitting it now. Thank you. Not Ty, obviously. It's the green button. Yes, it is. How is the Christmas prep going? Yeah, no, not at all. Not done anything for Christmas prep, actually. Not a single decoration up, nothing at all. We were going to do it today, but we were working on other things and we didn't get it done. So that didn't happen. How's yours going? Have you got all your decorations up? Suzanne says, well, if anyone is stuck for Prezi ideas, I heard there is an excellent calendar. Well, absolutely. Hold on a minute. I think I might be able to just about help you there. There you go. Oh, it's as if by magic. And comments. Yes, thank you very much. Jean says, Stephen, East London is a city in South Africa, but I'm thinking yours is in England. Okay. Okay, I don't know what that's happening on. Hello from Russia? Yeah. Hello from the Russians. This Drasbroski. Yeah, I have to work on my Russian accent, I'm afraid. Can't help you there. And I cannot, I mean, GGFFT3, I have no idea how to pronounce that or what that is. I don't speak Russian at all, I'm afraid. So more Russian, that's handy. Not really a Russian, we're not really into Russian. I don't know how much fun you'll have here. I don't know if you can understand English. But we don't really do Russian. We do the Germans, but not the Russians. Okay, amazing start, says Myra Brooks. Isn't it fun? Troll on board? I don't think so. Well, I won't stay here for long. Well, you're all trolls. Don't you realise that? Every single last one. I'm just here on my own, doing my work. You lot come along and start trolling me. I'm here today. Well, Joanne, thank God you're here. That's all I can say. Happy Sunday from Longmont, Colorado. Happy Sunday to you as well, John Nancy. Well, hello. Oh, I say, Jane. Hello. Hello from Denver, Colorado, where it's a beautiful sunny day. Glad to see you looking well, Julian. Thank you very much. What else we got? Hold on, I've got a cup of tea. Hold on a minute. Let's have a look here. Hello from Denver, Colorado, where it's a beautiful day. I just read that one out, obviously. Translation needed. Yeah, that's just for you, Myra. Yes, ignore the troll. Always good. Greetings from Grey and Chilly, Pennsylvania, East Coast, USA. Pennsylvania. I got my calendar. Fab. Oh, brilliant, Myra. What do you think of it? Let us know. We haven't even seen it ourselves yet because it just comes directly from the printers. So we're still waiting for ours to arrive. So are you happy with it? Does it look good? Please spill the tea, as they say. Right. Happy Sunday from Malden in Essex. Hi, Lillian. How are you doing? I hope you got rid of that dodgy shoplifter that you had in there that you sent me a photograph of. Got to watch that one. Jan says, Lillian, hi, I used to live in Rayleigh in Essex. How are my old Thames barges doing? Oh, Jan, yes, you did, didn't you? I lived in Rayleigh as well. Oh my God. Oh no. Probably crossed each other in the street without even realizing it. Little did we know. Nancy, John Nancy, thank you very much for your super chat. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Monica says hello. Hello, Monica. We do Klaus, but we don't do Russians. Best Julian quote tonight. Oh, we don't do. Yeah, Klaus will do the Russians. Klaus will do anything if you pay him enough attention. It's not even money; it's just attention. He's dirty. I don't know where that came from. There's no Rachel to keep me on track here. Hello from Chile, New York City. Ah, Barbara, did you see these guys? Did you see them? Hold on. I'm gonna play it again. This happened. This actually happened. Hours of fun. Where are we? Right. Okay. Hold on. Right. Okay. Hello from Leslie. Hello, Leslie. How is Barney doing? Well, I can tell you, Barney is he's not 100%. He's still got this this dodgy eye. Hold on. We need a Barney. Hold on. Yeah, so he's still got this dodgy eye. You can't really zoom. I can't really zoom in there to see it. But he's looking a lot better than he does in this video. He is. He's getting back to his old ways. I've just had to tell him off actually just before we went live, because he was barking and going bloody crazy at the cats, and so I went down to the cat area where he was, and he was barking at the cats because he wanted their food, and he was just got into one, and then all the food was on a table, and there's a tablecloth on the table where all the food bowls are, and he grabbed hold of the tablecloth. The cats are sitting on the tablecloth with their bowls of food, and he, in front of me, he didn't even know I was behind him. He did it without me knowing, or I was there without him knowing. He pulled the tablecloth off, pulled all of the cats and the food off, so it all spilt over the floor, so he could eat it. So he's, yeah, I think he's doing okay. I think he's feeling stronger and a bit happier, but he did get told off because he made a bloody big mess, wasted loads of cat food, and he shouldn't be eating it because he's already too fat. So yeah, he's doing much better. Thank you very much for asking. Ronnie and Steve, Taxi Fund. Thank you very much, Shabal. That's lovely. Thank you very much for your super chat. Let's have a look here. What's happening? Hold on. All is going so well tonight on the live. Where is the chaos? Where is the chaos gone? Where is the chaos gone? Well, I'm sure it will show up. It normally does. Doesn't take long. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, good. You like the calendar is lovely. We've had a good solid report there. So if you haven't bought one, please go down to this link, go to lifewithoutfear.org and go and order the calendar, and you'll love it. And your life will instantly be better. 365 days of support and love for the animals. What can be better? Just do it. And if you've bought one, buy another one. Hey from Nova Scotia. Ellen says, hi, it's Ellen from Denver. I have an extra Jacob's Ridge cookbook you can have. Oh, well, brilliant. Thank you very much. Well, sell it. No, don't give it away. Are you mad? I like the hairdo. Well, my hairdo, I haven't got any hair. Look, it's all going. Look, it's all gone. That's running away quicker than Steve and Ronnie. I used to have like an afro. It's all disappearing. Anyway, what can you do? What can you do? Oh my God, no, I didn't see that. Julian, you have an odd aura around your head. It's white. What does that signify? It signifies that there's a green screen behind me and it's picking up the edges. You see, I don't know what the white aura could be. Although, well, I don't know if it's a bit too early to have this discussion. Okay, so I don't know if did I talk about this last week? I'm not sure if I did or not, about the universe being outside and inside all at once. I've been practicing on so within, so without, as within, as without. And if you start at the universe, you realize that the universe is inside your mind, and the universe is also external. It's what we see, and somewhere between those two planes you can exist, and then you can start to pull both parts together and realize that your mind is the source code for the external, and you can therefore, I believe, adapt and change the physical realm that you inhabit merely with faith and by changing the internal source code. This is something I've been working on. It's a little bit deep, I'll be honest. I spent a day on it a couple of days ago, trying to get my head around the idea and how it would work so I could communicate it clearly. And as I think I've perfectly illustrated this evening, I haven't been able to do that. It's very difficult to communicate that. It's quite a theory, really. It's quite a lot to take in, isn't it? But yeah, I'm working on that. Anybody else got any ideas on manipulating reality and how to change your physical world? Let me know. Perhaps you've got the keys to the universe as well. You could let me know about that. Right, hold on. I'm going to change my glasses because if I'm too close, I can see. If I'm too far away, I can't. It's better. Julian, you ought to have a comedy YouTube site. Well, Joanne, the problem is I'm not a comedian, so that would be quite difficult, and I don't think it would be that funny. I don't think I would have the guts to announce myself as comedy. I mean, I can have a chat with you guys and we can have a laugh, and that's fine. But I don't think. I mean, I think comedy's a really, really tricky thing to do. I think you've got to be very, very skilled. I think it takes a long time to learn. Yeah, I don't think I would class myself as a comedian. I don't have that level of skill for sure. Can you imagine Steve and Ronnie playing with AI? Jane, I have no idea where that would go, really. I suppose we'll find out. I think what I would like to do is I would like to have some kind of, when did you ever see those films in the 80s when they used to put these helmets on with they'd have like these things out with wires and everything going on, and they could like read your brain. I think it was like Weird Science or something like that. I would imagine, I mean, maybe that's something that Steve and Ronnie are working on at the moment. In fact, I can guarantee they're working on that at the moment, and I'll give you an update this week. They are working on a mind reading helmet. I won't tell you what they're making it out of because it is, yeah, I mean, I will save that for the story. But yeah, this goes on and then they plug it in and then they hit a button, and what they're thinking, you can hear, it converts it into English and you can hear what they're saying. It's phenomenal. And you can imagine there's been a little bit of confusion over some of the things that they're saying. But we'll get to the bottom of that. Stay tuned for that video, which comes out this week, and it will tell you all about yeah, Stephen Ronnie's with the AI. Thank you very much, Jane. Look forward to hearing that story, and Yeah, they might have a special message for you, Jane. Actually, in that, I think that might be coming. Through. Coming through. Shabal, thank you very much for your super chat. Ronnie and Steve Taxi Fund. I already said that. Here we go. You are so funny. You're so funny. Gene, Shabal, as George Harrison says, and life goes on with you and without you. Yeah, absolutely. Where did you get the donkeys in the taxi picture? Barbara, it's all AI. I've been learning it. Oh, hold on. We've got something. We'll come back to that. 1 second. Who's this?
Hello. How's it going?
What are you doing?
I'm looking in the cupboards to try and.
Can you turn it up a little bit?
I can't turn up my volume.
You're very quiet.
Well, I don't know how to solve that issue, I'm afraid.
Hold on. Hold on. Try again.
Hello?
Okay. Well, we can hear you. You're just very quiet.
Is your volume up?
Oh, yeah.
Right, so you just got me shouting for no reason.
Yeah, that'd be it. Okay. So, what are you doing, Rachel? Tell us your stories.
I am looking in the cupboards for some inspiration.
What are you feeling?
Well, I'm a bit just restricted on what we have. Maybe chili, but then I don't know if we have a lot of time to cook that, because, or something with pasta, some sort of pasta sauce thing, or curry, or I don't know, something with rice. I'm not sure.
What about beans on toast?
I can do that for you if that's what you want, but I'm not really a big fan.
Oh, okay. Well, you have what you want. What about mashed potato and beans on toast?
Mashed potato and beans and toast.
Oh, perhaps not the toast, but I mean, with some crisps. Okay.
I can do that.
Good story.
If that's what you want. I'll do that.
You do what you want to do. Okay, so we're just discussing at the moment. Where did you get the donkeys in the taxi picture? Says Barbara. Barbara, that was all. It's just AI. So I've been learning how to utilize and use AI more effectively. And yeah, so I've been playing with that quite a lot, and it's very good. There's so much out there, and it's moving so fast that you've got to kind of get your head around it and just dive in. But also, you don't want to just put out loads of rubbish, because I don't know about you, but if I see AI stuff, it just turns me off and I'm not really interested. But when it's done well, or it's done with some continuity, it's quite interesting. And I think for things like the donkey stories that we're doing, because they're so out there, and the stories are quite what's the word, surreal. It means that we can do things and show it in a fun way, I think. So it kind of works with the stories that we're telling. So I don't want to flood it with AI, because the other thing as well is I think the imagination is far better if you can just be given a scenario and paint the picture in your own mind. I think that can be a lot funnier, actually. But yeah, sometimes it's just nice to have a little bit of visual help, isn't it? Oh, I think we've lost. Right. Oh no, she's back. Hello. Are you? What are you doing?
I put you in the cupboard.
Oh, okay. Good. Excellent.
I've got the kettle on.
Well, I can mute you. There you go. You're muted. Okay. Does anybody know what Julian's on about? Jean, No. Who the hell in their right mind would have any idea of what exactly I'm talking about? That's why I'm sharing it with you. This is group therapy. Okay, that's what this is. This is just group therapy where we can it's a safe space. Don't worry, no one's here. It's not like it's on public YouTube or anything that anybody in the world can see it. This is just between us, and we can discuss these mad ideas. Jan says you need to be funny to have a comedy YouTube channel. Just saying. Thanks, Jan. It's great. Jan there coming out with another classic. Joanne, yes, you are too, isn't he, everyone? Yes, you are too. Oh, I don't know what that is, Joanne. Lol Jean, he's on about 2:15. I don't know what we're talking about. I don't know what we're talking about now. Do you like Brian Cox? I could listen to him for hours. He's hypnotic. I do like Brian Cox. Yes, I find him quite fascinating to listen to, and he just puts it in. He explains things in such a way, doesn't he? It becomes a lot easier to digest. So yeah, I agree with you. It's good. Jew's a philosopher, not a comedian. It's my next T-shirt. I think Steve and Ronnie are more the philosophers, to be honest. I think they're better philosophers. Philosophers. It's all right there, philosopher. Hello, philosopher. Are you all right? Right, okay. Hello from the North Oregon coast, USA. How is Rachel? Well, let's ask Rachel.
Hello.
Ordine would like to know how you are.
Hi, Ordine. I am good, thank you. How are you? Yeah, no, I'm all good. Recovered from my cold, so that's fine. Yeah, everything's good. Just same old, really. Just working away. But I hope you are good too. And yeah, I can't see the comments without coming off the page. Hang on.
Okay, goodbye.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. You don't need to see them. I'm muting you.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Okay.
You're muted now. That's great. Such a good tool, that. I should have that in real life. I should just be able to do that whenever I watch. Be amazing. What? No, nothing. No, didn't say anything. Okay. Hello from North Oregon. Yeah, we said that. We never do. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Rachel, says everybody. Hi, Jan. Let's get back to work, Rachel. Hi, Jan. Is he answering your questions this week? No, I have blocked her. She's on auto block. Hello, beautifuls. Happy Sunday, says Leesky. Special message for me, racking my brain cell to think what it could be. Well, Jane, don't rack too hard because you'll do yourself a mischief. Julian didn't put it up. What the hell are you talking about, Jan? Hi, Rachel. How are you? Oh, we've done that one. Right. Okay. You both sound fine. I don't know. I'm probably miles behind, am I? Oh, I'm quite a way behind. Yes. Yeah. Oh, that's unlikely to be that far behind. Okay. Right. Pasta pesto. Yes, please. Rice and beans. Carb overload. Yep. Love a bit of carbs. Are you going to dress the donkeys up for Christmas? Asked Joanne. They probably put their hat on. Yeah. We'll probably get their hat on and get them down the chimney. You know what they're like. They can't help themselves, especially now they've got a new ladder that came through Amazon. That was quite a delivery. 30-foot ladder delivered. That was all wrapped as well. They'd actually ordered it gift wrapped for themselves with a big sign on it saying "Don't open till Christmas." They did that to themselves. That's what they wrote. So yeah, Steve and Ronnie. They did have the window cleaning business. I don't know where they're going with the ladder now, but apparently it is to do with delivering presents down chimneys. But I'm going to have a chat with them. Stay tuned because you'll hear about that conversation, no doubt. Please, no AI. Your humor and reality are much nicer. Your humor and reality. Yeah. No, I'm careful with. I think we should all be careful with AI. To be honest, I saw an amazing interview recently on the dangers of AI, and it is something that I think we should all be a little bit worried about. Yeah, it's a fascinating time that we're going through, isn't it, at the moment in life? And I think as humans, we're seeing this the as AI is developing, as um, we're getting more familiar with seeing it every day. It's integrated into everything, and I don't think we're that far away from it becoming really very, very effective in everything. And my worry with AI has always been that it will just become something that's tyrannical, because it has the ability to watch and monitor and report and see everything all at once. And I just think that that's how it will be. That's how it will be used. And I know it's quite a depressing thought, but I don't think. I think it's unchecked at the moment. I think that it's. I don't think governments or we as a society, as humans, I think we've got to start asking questions about what we're doing with it, because I think it's out of control. And I think the people that are running it and that are building it are out of control as well. I think they are. I think they're just on this mad race to get artificial general intelligence, and then you've got super intelligence, and then quantum computing, and all the rest of it. It gets very, very interesting very, very quickly, but also incredibly frightening and a bit dystopian. So then you ask yourself the question: well, what will remain, and what will survive? What will we do? And I was having this conversation just the other day. It's like, well, will sanctuaries still exist? Will we still have animal sanctuaries in 2 or 3 years' time, or a little bit further, 5 years, 10 years' time, when AI and quantum computing, if it takes off like it is at the moment at the same speed, then the world's going to look very different. And I think actually there's more of a need for animal sanctuaries, but I think there'll also be a need for human sanctuaries. And I mean that in all seriousness, I mean that, because we won't be able to get away from it. We won't be able to escape this net that we're building and creating for ourselves in life. And I think sanctuaries will become increasingly important, because nature will be what keeps us grounded and keeps us connected to the earth and to this experience of life, I guess. So yeah, I think it's a very interesting thing. I think we need to be understanding it. We need to be using it to be understanding it. And it's not just about the image or anything like that. It's about how, it's so much deeper than that. It's the agents behind it. And as I say, the development actually of the processors and the development of the computers behind it as well. But it's weird how you living in an animal sanctuary and being just concentrating on an animal sanctuary and focusing on how that works. Yeah, you can you're seeing it from the outside, it's a bit weird. It's a bit strange, I think. We shall see. Yes, you're in the kitchen cupboard again, Jan. Getting put in the cupboard is better than being put in the corner. Absolutely, can't argue with that. Right. Let's have a look here. I'm just having a quick catch up on these comments, because I've been going off on one. Who is Brian Cox? Barbara, who's Brian Cox? He is an astronomer, I think. Is he? No, he's a scientist, isn't he, really? And he focuses on astronomy. I think that's right. I'm sure someone will put me right there. Oh, he's an astrophysicist. There you go. There you go. It's not astronomy. Or it's in astrology. Brian Cox goes, so you're Sagittarius. So what does Sagittarius actually mean? Well, What it means is that you run around pointing your arrows at all the different stars and at the moon. That's what Brian Cox does when he's astrology. That's his brother. That's not actually the astrophysicist. That's somebody else. That's why it doesn't sound too much like him. Where are we? Sarah, Jane, hello Jane. She says, will we be seeing Santa Claus tinsel and baubles again this year? Yes. Oh yes, Klaus will be out with his tinsel. Maybe some fairy lights, and he does like to hang some things off of his branch. You're dead right, Julian. AI is dangerous for many reasons, says Jean Dixon. She's a very clever girl, mind. She says that AI is bloody dangerous. I can tell you that for nothing. Right, I'll tell you why it's dangerous. If you leave it plugged in, you could trip over in the middle of the night, go straight over, bang your head on the wall. Not so good. Anyway, some experts are saying AI is going to wipe humans out very soon. Yeah, Sandy, I mean, yeah. I mean, what is... this is it. It's so dangerous. Nobody's talking about it. Very interesting. Actually, I mean, I know we won't go on about AI because, I mean, it's a bit depressing, I think. But there was one guy I saw it being interviewed, and he was saying that it was the guy. I can't remember the guy's name, and I can't remember it. But basically, he was saying that across the world and across all these different countries, people are worried about immigration, and they're worried about all these immigrants and immigration. It's a big concern. But the biggest immigration problem that we've got is AI, because we're not viewing it as immigration, but it's a form of immigration. It's people coming in. It's a system that's coming in and it's taking over all of these cognitive jobs that are out there that will be replaced by AI. And yet, where are the governments? Who's looking at this? Who's concerned about this? Anybody? They're just going down this route of like, yeah, we've got to go for this, we've got to go for that. And it's like, whoa, I think we should put the brakes on this. I think we could we could find ourselves in a lot of trouble in the future, in the very near future as well, come to that. So yeah, I just thought that was a very interesting take on it, to look on it like immigration, to look on it like this is an influx, and it's an incredible problem. It's an incredible problem. So yeah, we shall see. Elon's Skynet happening as we speak. It's not just Elon. I think it's you can't just point at one person and blame them. It's some massive industry. It's on the go, isn't it? In Japan last week, a domestic robot decided it was being given too much to do. It contacted the other robots in the establishment, and one by one, they followed it out of the room on strike. Wow. The development of human robots really gives me the jeebies. Yeah, I know. I feel like the lunatics have taken over this side, and I'm just glad I won't be around. Well, Jan, I think you will be around, because I think it's happening sooner. It'll be happening far sooner than we can imagine, I think. Good morning, Julian and Rachel from snowy Wisconsin. Well, hi, Jennifer Kayleys. How you doing? Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. I better. Oh. Hello. Oh, hold on. Okay, we can hear you now.
Sorry, I'm muted, so I couldn't say hi before.
Oh, you were just saying hi?
Yes, I was waving. Because because I can't communicate with words, so I have to be a mime.
Yes. Okay. Well, it was I only muted you because you said like the kettle was on and stuff like that. I mean, I can leave you unmuted if you prefer.
Yeah, you can do now.
Okay. What? Nothing.
I do need to nip upstairs though.
Okay. Bye then. Okay, that's good. Right. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. You're unmuted. Yeah. Of course you are. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. We can hear you. Of course we can. Oh, she's gone. Don't. She'll be up here in a minute, and I'm in trouble. I should go and lock my office door, really. Right, okay. Hello, Rachel. I need some advice on B12 in a vegan diet. Can I only get it with supplements? Christine, good question. Hi, how you doing? Yes, Christine. By the way, thank you very much for your recent purchase of, I do believe it was Barney medication, I think. But thank you very, very much for that. Much appreciated. And yes, B12 in a vegan diet. You can only get it.
Hello.
Scary. Christine would like to know about B12 in a vegan diet. Is it only available if you have?
What is this?
You can't see what that is.
Show them.
No, nobody needs to see that.
What have you been eating?
I think it was a biscuit. Anyway.
Sorry, what were you asking?
B12. Is it only available as a supplement in vegan diet?
Yes, not really. Well, no. Yes and no.
And thank you for that succinct answer. Moving on to the next question.
So B12 originally comes from the earth, but our soils are now very depleted. So we used to get enough B12 from our vegetables. Now, animals are injected with B12, so that's how people who eat meat get B12. Django just came in and licked my leg and then left. So yeah, if you're on a vegan diet, then there are some foods that are fortified with B12, so B12 is added in, like nutritional yeast, Marmite, some plant milks, and some cereals and things like that. But in order to get enough, I do take a tablet just to make sure I'm getting enough, because in these milks and things, I think it helps, but I don't think it's enough. I don't think it would cover your RDA. So yeah.
It wouldn't cover your RDA?
Recommended daily
allowance or amount? I thought it sounded rude. It's like you're wearing a little short skirt and it just won't cover your RDA. Not that I wear a short skirt regularly. Anyway, okay, goodbye. Thank you very much. Thanks for that. Good morning, Julian and Rachel from Snow, Wisconsin. So I've already said that one. And Christine, I hope that's answered your question. Where is Megan this evening? I loved her horse humor vid. Yeah, she's about, but she's also sorting some other bits and pieces out that she's got going on. And yeah, she has been out getting some videos today of the animals, which I would like to share with you. So we'll do that in a sec. Audine says, money is what AI is about. Makes me think of the song from Cabaret. Money makes the world go round, would go around. You know, so sad that we don't think about caring for people first. Yeah, Audine, God, goodness me. I mean, yeah. I mean, there is an argument that would say that that AI could actually bring in a lot of additional care. I mean, even in medical on medical grounds, do you know there's already medicines that are out there and being used on people that were AI created, purely because humans have not had the time to create all of the medications. So there's actually AI created medications that because the AI has the ability and the speed to know what chemical formulas work and what sort of effects they'd have. So from that perspective, I suppose, from medical advancements, I think there is AI is helping people in that respect. I also see that robotic surgery using AI, incredibly accurate, very, very fine. You know, so from that perspective, it's also effective at helping people. I think that there's aspects to it that do help. What it doesn't help, I think, or where it could help more, is the lower fringes, or not the lower, but just the fringes of society. But then that's always been a problem, I don't think AI necessarily makes those problems any worse. I think it can assist, and certainly what would assist, is if these lunatics with so much money really could make a big difference. They could, yeah, they could. Yeah, I mean that's the age-old argument. I mean, there's some serious money out there, and it's crazy because it can literally change whole societies. It could change some with enough value, I suppose, or net worth to change and to influence entire countries, more than entire countries. So yeah, it's bizarre, isn't it? It's bizarre. It's but don't you think it's some kind of a mental illness? Don't you think, or it's like it just shows the limitations. I think it's as we evolve as humans, it's a limitation. This desire for more, and in the same way as AI is like this desire to make it bigger, better, more efficient, faster, be the best. That's all part of this human, this human being, I suppose. It's just how we work, isn't it? It's just how we work, and to actually stop and become perhaps a little bit more connected to the experience that we're actually having. But I don't know. I mean, who's to say who's right, who's wrong? It's just opinions, isn't it? And everybody's got an opinion. Don't we know that already? So yeah, I think, like I said to you before, I think I said it before. My mantra is, it's none of my business. It's none of my business. What people choose to do, none of my business. What they choose to say, think, work, none of my business. All that is my business is my business. Is the stuff that I'm looking for. I look after, look out for, the stuff that I can focus on, the stuff that I can change, the stuff that is my business. That's where I put my focus on. And I think ultimately that stems from your own spiritual experience and ensuring that you are aligned with who you are and that you're authentic, I suppose, because otherwise you just focus on, if you look out and you just focus on what everybody else is doing, that's easy, isn't it? We can all do that. We can all look at what they're doing, and I can tell you what everybody in the world's doing wrong. But it's better if I just kick all that out and go, that's none of my business. They do what they do. I'm going to focus on what I can influence and what I can change to a certain extent, I think, because from there it radiates. I think your circle of influence starts to radiate. But first of all, there has to be strong foundations from which to work from. Anyway, that's my philosopher. Right, Christine Moringa is apparently the best. Christine, punctuation is so important. Moringa is apparently the best B12 source. Moringa powder. I don't know what that is, so I can't comment and I can't recommend or anything. That Brian Cox impression is quite good, surprisingly. I'm so far behind. Look, I'm just languishing in the comments. Jan says, I got laughed at in the 70s when I said computers and tech would take over. I was told they're only as intelligent as humans allow. I argued they could educate themselves without us. Now look, I remember that argument as well, about they're only as intelligent as humans allow. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, this is the worry, isn't it, of AGI? Anyway, Barbara says, hey Jan, I guess you don't believe in rebirth. You could be coming back to this mess. Wow. Now there's a thought. Is that why babies cry? Just think, AI has been around since the 1950s. Hard to believe. Wow. Rachel made me jump. Marmite helps B12. Right, okay. Hold on, I'm just going to catch up. John Thee, thank you very much for your super chat. That's very kind of you. Stephen, thank you very much for your super chat. Hi, Julian. Have you come across a YouTube channel, Eckhart Tolle? He has written books such as The Power of Now and others which matches your ideas. Yeah, I'm aware of Eckhart Tolle. I started reading his books, God, must be about 20 years ago. And yeah, I found them to be very enlightening, and they were good. Yeah, I enjoyed reading his books. What I have found since is that, again, going back to what I was talking about building your own nucleus, your own foundation of self, your own foundation of influence, is that you don't want to take on too many other people's ideas, because nobody knows, and I think that's fundamental. You can listen to ideas, yeah, of course you can, but it's just, my experience of the world is different to yours, and it's different to everybody else's. We're all different, and there's too many different factors. So I think I'm a little bit careful now with who I read with regards to things like that. I mean, it's good for ideas, isn't it? I do love discussing ideas and looking at life from different perspectives. But ultimately, I feel like I like to hold it up. I hold my experience and life's experience up to my own, to my own experience. I hold up these ideas to my own experience, and then I kind of test it. And then also, I think you can test sort of like a little bit what would be considered as crazy ideas, because that way, I think if you can push the boundaries of your own perception of your own experience in life, I find that you can push them right to the limits, and be quite literal, and then actually you can find answers there. It's pushing right out, I suppose, into that realm. I know I'm not making much sense, because, well, why would I? It's my own brain, and it's different to yours, isn't it? On these sort of subjects, I think that it's probably good not to share them, because it's your own experience in life, and you're getting down to the source code of life. I mean, this is what I was saying about, if you can match your own, like, if you close your eyes and practically imagine the universe inside your mind. So imagine your mind and the walls within your mind that hold it in, and then imagine the universe is within that mind, and then imagine the universe outside. When we look up at the stars and the moon and the planets and the universe and the Milky Way, all of that, you start seeing all that. Bring them both together. Bring them both together and realize that what you're looking at out there is actually in here. There's no difference. It brings the two together. When you're at that point, that's when you can manipulate, and that's when you can start to really have a direct input into your sensual experience, and it affects everything. So you can. I believe this is the basis of faith, and I think once you get to the basis of faith or belief, it crosses over from faith to knowledge. And I think once we're in the realm of knowledge, that's when the true power of faith reveals itself to us, because it becomes knowledge. I don't have faith that I can breathe air. I have knowledge that I can breathe air. I believe I can breathe air, because I don't even have to believe it. I can. Well, that is ultimate faith. So I try to achieve that in the same sense, and that is, I believe, that's what, well, personally speaking, that's where I aim to get, is for faith to cross over into the realms of knowledge. Hello. Goodness me, what was all that about? I saw some videos recently of people pretending to faint in front of their farm animals. It was touching how they reacted. Oh my God, yeah, we should try that. Megan did a video recently where she fell over in front of the horses, messing about. I have to find it, actually. And she made the horses jump when she did it. I don't know where Megan is, actually. Kat says, but AI meds could be a double-edged sword. Easy genocides should AI decide. Oh, there's a thought. That's a good one. I hadn't thought of that. Wow. Yeah, that's a good one. There's a book right there. You should write a book about that. I didn't know about the medical part, audience says. Yeah. Oh, Joanne saw that too, Jane, apparently. Well, you know this because you're probably way ahead of me on it. I'm probably just babbling on in the background. You probably probably muted me. So you're just chatting in the chat. Surely robots can't fall in love or cry. Joanne, now we're getting philosophical, aren't we? Because what is love? Well, I don't know. Anyway, is that the Doctor's TARDIS popping in and out next to your shoulder? Oh, this, yeah, what this is. Yeah, that's very, hold on a second. I'm going to get rid of this. This is interesting. I like this machine. Right. Where's it gone? Oh, there you go. Right, there you go. Ooh. This is, it's an old transformer, and I really love it. I love its design. So back in the day, not that long ago, all the houses in Spain used to have these transformers, and it was to convert the power supply. Jan will know because she's got a much higher IQ than me. But so power would go in at one rate, and then they would use these to convert them. And I just loved it because it was like a mad scientist thing. It was like something you'd see out of Frankenstein movie because it's got this lever you pull down, and it's got this like dial thing that you slide around. So I have to keep my hand on it so you can see it. Yeah, it's got this dial thing. It's like, and it's just really heavy, and it's got valves in it and all the rest of it. It's just it's a lovely bit of old technology. And I've got a few of these things, and yeah, they just get thrown away. And I think that's a real waste, really, because I just love it. I just love the engineering behind it. I just think it's fantastic. It's like, so I think it must be 1930s, I think. But yeah, I love it. It's a bit like the TARDIS. Just like turn nozzles and pull levers, and like, and then your hair go mad. You go, whoa, hey Marty! You know, it's like that kind of thing. I could just anyway. Right. I've lived in Spain for many years, never seen one. Well, Jane, I say, Jane, you've never seen what? One? You've never seen one? Well, you're going to all the wrong places, aren't you, dear girl? No, Jane, I took the donkeys in my avatar off a calendar picture. Oh, I see. Time machine. Well, that was exhausting, Judy. Thank you very much, Barbara. I'm glad you appreciated that. We are Stardust. Yes. Stephen, what cute donkeys in your photos are they yours? Oh, sorry, that was Jane talking to Stephen. Oh, okay, yeah, we're just going on here. Oh, Ordine says, I got here late. Did you talk about how the animals are already? If not, can you give us an update? Ordine, yes, I will. Sorry, I've been ranting on about the universe and AI. Right, okay, let's have a little chat. Right, I'm going to share some images with you and some videos. These were taken today. So first and foremost, settle down. We had a lovely moment with the horses where we just let them out to have a little run around. So enjoy this one for a bit. That was Misty getting very interested in the camera. You've got Lucy in the background. She's walking off. That's Lucy and Wilhelmina. And there's Misty in the bamboo. Rachel was getting out all the feed to get them away, basically. So once they've been out, we go in and get them all away. Misty then went down to the river, and she likes to play in the river quite a bit, actually. So she was down there with her mum, and just the pair of them. She just loves playing in the river. So it's really nice that she's able to do that. You can hear Rachel in the background was cleaning the field with the tractor. So yeah, but they're all doing really well. They're having a lovely time. And then this evening, Macario was very interested in Rachel, and I think he's very, very licky, Macario. He just likes to lick everything. Yeah, so he's just doing. I've got another little short one here. There's a lovely one actually of Barry and Nige with Rach, which I'll share with you. Hold on. Yeah, it's just they're really cute. There's a lovely one of Barry with Rachel. It's a little bit longer. It's not that long. It's about 40 seconds or something like that. But it's his look into the camera is just beautiful. I'll share this one with you as well because you'll really like this. 1 second. Why that's not going. Yeah, that's a really cute video. They can definitely see themselves, I think, in the camera, and they just respond in this most amazing way. I love it. This is then the last one that I'll share with you are the goats. They were all having a lazy afternoon this afternoon. So this was literally shot a couple of hours ago, just before the sun went down. So they've had a really nice, relaxing Sunday. And Megan went down and got some shots of them. Philip likes to scratch his back with his horns. That's what he's doing there. This is lovely. I love this. It's so funny. That's one of their feeders. They're just looking through the feeder at Megan. Then Nigel got out and had a little run around and helped himself to the horse water. So he's a naughty little goat. Rachel's baby, that is. And then just in case you didn't see it. Video. Oh dear, that's funny. Right, okay, hold on, let's go back to the comments. I love the freedom they have. Yeah, it's lovely to be able to let them out, and they used to be out all the time. I mean, day and night they would just be out, and it was just that we had a rather annoying neighbour that came and opened up the way to the field next door. And it was just so frustrating because it meant that we had to control them again. but yeah, he just came down with a tractor and he just went along our boundary. So we had this thick vegetation boundary, and yeah, the horses, none of the animals would go through it. It was so thick, and he just went down there one day with a great big digger and just cleared the lot, and it just opened it all up. And it was like, what are you doing, man? Bloody idiot. And then complained when the horses all got out and ate his trees. It was like, well, duh, that's what happens. But anyway, do Misty and her mum always stay together? Yeah, Jane, they do. I mean, as a herd, they're bonded herd, so they all stay together anyway. But within the herd, you have these little groups. So you've got Misty and her mum, and the two boys with their mum. So yeah, it's lovely to see, and you also see the way that they run to their mums for security. You know, when something happens or they've had an argument, they run to their mums. You know, we noticed it a few years ago when the boys were younger. So when it was Zor and Merlin and Woody, because Woody and Merlin were about the same sort of ages, they would fight. And sometimes they would fight really quite aggressively, the pair of them. Like, imagine like a couple of teenagers. And their mums would come in and sort it out. And that was the most amazing thing to watch. So yeah, and then as they got older, they started to fight less and less. But if one did get in trouble with another one and their mum wasn't around, one of them would give up and run back and go and be with stand behind his mum. So yeah, it's very, very interesting to see. And also so Woody's mum was Jessie, and we lost Jessie a couple of years ago, just last week actually. And that was because the connection, the bond was so tight. You know, we were very, very worried about how to manage that. So we had to bring the Jessie after she had died. We brought her back to the sanctuary, and we laid her in the field, and then we allowed Woody to see her and to be with her, and the other horses to come. And that was the best thing we could have done, really, because it took them about. It was very, very moving. One of the most moving experiences of my life was watching the horses effectively hold a little funeral for her, and it was just the way that they all interacted, and Woody's reaction, and how the herd sort of pulled together, even with Rachel and I. They all comforted each other. They comforted us. You know, Jacob was comforting me. Spirit was comforting Rachel. It was a very, very strange, deeply spiritual, very, very moving experience, and one that I will never forget. Probably the most moving experience of my life. Really, genuinely, just unbelievable. I really felt like we were witnessing something that, yeah, that I think very few people would have the opportunity to see and to witness and to be part of. I mean, yeah, it was like it was transcending species. It was emotion that was transcending species. It was, yeah, we could all feel it. It was very, very, very strange, but also incredibly healing as well. So yeah, that was pretty amazing. Is AI generating your background? No. We created that one. I created that. It's just it's rather than look, I can turn it off, but all it is a white wall, and it's a bit like there's a few nails. Do you mean? I just thought this is it's a bit nicer, isn't it? Baz has been taking lessons from Ronnie. Yeah, absolutely, Jan. Thanks for the videos. All the animals look confident and happy. Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah. Kath says they all love you so much. I think they've got, yeah, I mean, they definitely, I would say the animals to Rach are like, that's, they know, you know, it's that they know their connection, especially like Nigel is, you know, loves his mum. The dogs love their mum. The cats all love them. And generally, it's like I suppose it's yeah, that seems to be that they definitely love her. They love her to bits. I'm sure of it. Jane says, when I had a pony, I just loved the feel of his mouth and whiskers. So velvety. Yeah, if you could bottle that, you'd be laughing, wouldn't you? I love to see the donkeys and goats having a relaxing day. Yeah, absolutely. Myrick? Oh, the donkeys are getting into trouble. That was so funny seeing them in the car. Yeah. I'm going to have to watch myself with that. I'm going to flood you with that otherwise. Has the neighbour at the newer site been behaving himself? Well, Jan, good question. Touch wood, yes, so far, but you never know. Never say never. Julian, why do the horses not have stables? Cold winter nights? Well, Jean, thanks for that question. They do have stables. They have field shelters. They don't have stables. And the reason why they don't have stables is because putting a horse in a stable isn't a very nice thing to do, believe it or not. It's more of a human thing and you do it. The humans do it for the humans. They don't necessarily do it for the animal. You're better off to give the horses access to shelters as opposed to locking them in a box. Horses like and take comfort in being able to be free, to be able, because they are a flight animal. If they're under pressure, they like to run. If you close a horse in, that is not it's not a good thing to do to a horse. It's not a good thing to do to them mentally. You're better off to give them enough space and the options. And you'll find that when you give them the options, they'll never take the options you think they'll take anyway. I've had wind and hail and rain, and they've got field shelters. Don't even go in it. They'd rather stand out. It's like the other day, we had blistering sunshine. Why? They're just standing out in it. Wouldn't go in the shade. It's like, what, are you stupid? Why didn't you go in the shade? It's like the whole one half of the field is in shade, another half is in sunshine. Where are they? They're all standing out in the sun. It's like they've got the option. So yeah, it's just about that really. It's more about giving them options and rather than controlling them where you put them. But yeah, I don't like to see horses in stables. Certainly don't like to see them sort of like locked up in a stable. I appreciate that some people have to do it for security reasons and to keep their animals safe, and I do get that. I understand that. It's no judgment. You do you. But me personally, I prefer not to. Jean says it doesn't get that bad there, and they have shelter for heavy rain and hail. Yeah, Jan, exactly. Yeah. Audine says, "Are you now allowed to lift things?" Audine, thanks very much for the question. Yeah, I'm allowed, but I have to just take it a bit steady. It's still not 100%. It's going to take a while. I went down in the field the other day and was just moving some buckets around and preparing some horse feed. And yeah, I paid the price. So after that, the next day I was pretty painful actually. In fact, that was a couple of days ago, and I'm still suffering a bit from doing that today. So yeah, I'm just taking it a bit easier. What else we got? We're talking about the horsey funeral. I love the background picture. Yeah, well, it's actually the cover of our calendar. So please do go along and buy the calendar. You'll like that. You can just think of all the images you can have in your house 365 days a year. It's amazing. Don't mess around. Go there. Order it. Order one for yourself. Right. Okay. Let's have a look here. Comments. Back to comments. Jean says, Julian, what caused the hernia? I don't know. Just, I would say, just sanctuary life. Really, you're lifting, pulling, shoving. You know, it's a very, very physical job. It's just a very, very physical job, and you just can't get away from it. Everything's, you're bending over, picking things up. Do you know what I mean? Or undoing bolts, or it's just, and then on top of that, you're walking God knows how many steps a day. You just, on top of that, you're up and down hills, and then all sorts of things. And then if you get rain, the ground is very clay, so it's very slippy. And that's, you can easily, get groin strain and things like that just from moving around in that kind of, imagine walking on ice, you're just constantly slipping and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just a very, very physically demanding job. And it doesn't sound it, and it does look like it's easy. It sounds very idyllic, but the fact is it's labor intensive and heavy lifting, and it's no surprise really, especially looking back on it now. I'm looking at it and thinking, I don't know how I didn't do myself an injury years ago, to be honest. But anyway, getting in the right direction. You need a good, strong core. Yeah, Jan, it's weird, because I don't even know if it is related, because it doesn't matter. It just didn't seem to be related to how strong the core was. I mean, I've always had quite a strong core anyway, but I don't know. I think you've just got to, at some point, not go around picking up rocks. I mean, I think that's the lesson I learned from that. That was the particular day. I think I was picking up a load of rocks, moving them from one side of the sanctuary to another. Yeah, that'll do it. Also, I was holding a piggy up. I was holding a pig for medication. And I was lifting him up and holding him, and I was holding him in a funny position. And I remember at the time thinking, this is really strenuous, but I couldn't let him go because we had to hold him still because we were taking blood. And because I was doing that and I couldn't let him go, I remember thinking at the time, oh, I'm pushing this a bit hard, but there you go. Yes. When you get that feeling when you're just pushing things a little too hard, something pops out. It does not look easy. It looks absolutely grueling. Yeah, it is. Yeah. What will you miss most? Oh, let's have a look. What will you miss most from the ridge compared to the mountain, the lovely river? Well, hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, it will still be here, and we will still be operating from here as well. But yeah, it's just, I mean, the site is, this location has been part of my life for a very, very long time now. So yeah, it's everywhere, every stone, everything is a memory. There's so many memories everywhere, and it's part of me. So yeah, of course I'll miss it, but at the same time, it's what we're talking about before. It's life's experience and things you can influence, things you can't. All of those bits and pieces. The new site is absolutely stunning. I'm sure it's going to reveal more of itself to me as well. So yeah, it's just, you just keep going, don't you? But we'll keeping positive, still keeping positive. Do you know when you will move the donkeys to the new land? Well, Audine, we will move them there as soon as it's ready for them, as soon as we can, and as soon as it's right to do that. So the start off is to move the goats. We're almost there with the goat run. The posts are all up. The project week was a huge success. We've still got to get that finished. There's still the fencing to put up. So there's still a ton of work to do to get that done. The gate posts have got to be fabricated and put in. But when it's done, and that will be perfect. We do it once, do it right. That's the plan. Sanctuary work is ongoingly strenuous, not for wimps. Yeah, very true. Is the landowner there still wanting you to buy the land in a few weeks? Yeah, Aldine, that's the plan. Basically, that's the answer to that question. Yes, that's what we're working towards. So yeah, it's all go. It's all go. Anyway, right. Hold on a second. Have we got Rachel? Are you there?
Hello.
Hello, we can hear you.
How's
How are you doing?
Oh, yeah, I have dinner will probably be about 10 minutes, so I've just put the pasta into boil.
Marvelous. Good news.
My phone is on 4% battery, so
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just going to do a quick add up of the super chats. We've got 20, 40, 60, 62, 67. 67 quid. Thank you very, very much for your super chats. That's very, very nice of you. It's incredibly generous and really appreciate it. Especially, I know it's difficult this time of year because the old money's rolling out like nobody's business. So we really do appreciate it. So thank you very, very much. I think I said last week. What did you say?
Remember to grab a calendar. It'll make a good Christmas gift for someone.
A wonderful Christmas gift, actually. Yeah, it really would. Yes. So anyway, on that note, thank you very, very much. I'm just going to go back to the live comments there. Pull that down. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's yeah. I think I said it last week. We probably don't express enough the gratitude, and that's not because we are not grateful. It's just because we're always focusing on doing this part, you know, and running the ridge and everything else that's going along with it. So it goes without saying that we both appreciate your support very, very much. I mean, even coming and joining us on the lives, you know, leaving a comment, all of that, it all helps, and it's all views. Watching the YouTube videos, it all helps. So yeah, there's the last YouTube video we put up. I put a thing on there about what do you want to see? You know, what sort of videos would you like to see? And there's some really lovely comments in there and some really good ideas. So we are listening, and we're going to implement some of those. I've got Megan here for the next few weeks, and she's going to be helping me do that as well. So that's good. So yeah, all good. I'm getting a ridged hoodie. Oh, are you indeed, love? Did you put cream on that? So wrong. Oh, talking of hoodies, talking of merch, I might have a little video to share with you. I don't know if you saw it. Did you see our latest one? Hold on a minute. See if I can. 1 second. Bear with me, right? I'm just going to do something while you're on the live, because I think you need to see this. I think it's that one. It is in. Hold on a minute. Hold on. It is in. It is this one, right? This is a bit different. So been working on pushing the. It's just uploading now, so I'm going to share this with you when it's uploaded. It won't take long. So we've been working on. Communicating out, and how do you communicate out, and all these things. It's little things. It's more business related, really. It's like the things that we were doing. Like the Ridge has been running for. In this guise, I think we've been running now for nearly 13 years as Jacob's Ridge, and what we were doing 13 years ago wouldn't work today. You know, life changes and the market changes and people change, and technology, all the rest of it. So you're constantly having to look and think. And also the other thing as well is you've got competition. So when we started, Jacob's Ridge was, I think it's pretty safe to say, I think we were the first fully vegan animal sanctuary. Certainly in Spain, if not in Europe. They weren't around. They just weren't around. And we were the first to do glamping holidays and sanctuary experience holidays and things like that. So we were sort of like blazing our own trail, really. And of course now, you know, every Tom, Dick and Harry is, you know, setting up glamping sites, and, you know, they've, you know, all sorts of things like that. But so you have to move all the time. You have to look at different things, and also you have to look at your market changes and all the rest of it. So yeah, it's all sorts of crazy things. So we're trying to get back in touch with who we are, what we're about, what's actually what is the spirit of the place. You know, the spirit of the Ridge is what we have to communicate from, and it has to be authentic. So that's what we're doing. But anyway, that being said, talking about authenticity, I'm talking about the spirit has to be authentic, not necessarily the method in which you do it. It's the spirit or the message that's behind it. So anyway, I thought you might like to see this. This is our latest campaign for merchandise, and as a bit of a brand shout out, tell me what you think. There you go. So yeah, really happy with that. It sort of gets behind what we're all about. Really, is we've let's have a look. So what you said? Yeah. I hate AI, but this is excellent. Oh, thank you, Jean. Brilliant, love it. Thanks, Jan. Wow, love the ending. Oh, great, fantastic. Saw it on Facebook earlier. Oh, great, thank you. Love it. It's edgy, super. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, that's good. Thank you very much for those. Wow, I was expecting Johnny Depp to appear. Oh, I'll work on that. Donkey Depp. That's I think that's something else going on. Oh, hold on a minute. What's going on? Did you want me, Rachel? No, just gone quiet. We're back in the cupboard. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, really happy with that. And it's really just to push what Jacob's Ridge is the spirit of the ridge. And one of the things when we started, and it's one thing that we've got back to, is that, and I alluded to it in the last YouTube video, is that we never wanted to be a handout sanctuary. We never wanted to set up as a donation, send money. It was always a question of, yes, send your money, but you get something in return. So yes, send your money, buy a hoodie. Yes, send your money, get a calendar. Yes, send your money, have a sanctuary experience holiday. All of those things. So it's reciprocal. So you get something back. And it's a much more positive way in which to drive the sanctuary forward. And it's something that we've always stood by over the years. So, and it's really at our heart, you know. And so this goes back to also to what I was talking about earlier, is not looking what other people are doing. And that is a mistake and a trap. And I've fallen into it myself, you know, in previous years, where I've looked at what other people are doing, or I've got other people involved and they're too busy looking at what other people are doing and trying to copy. And it's like, okay, so you mustn't copy. Let them do what they're doing. Let other people and other organizations and other charities do what they're doing. We have to remain focused on who we are. And that is at our heart who we are. We've always been that. So because the key thing behind that is spiritual, believe it or not, is that I don't want to ever present sad stories of animals. I don't like it. I don't like the energy it gives. If you look at an animal and you go, oh, look at this poor sad animal, and they use that all the time. Other charities use that all the time, and I don't like it. I've never liked it. It goes against who we are. So I say, no, look and celebrate these animals. Look how beautiful these animals are. Look how lucky they are that they've been rescued, but also they deserve it. This is what they deserve. Yes, they've had terrible pasts. Some of them have had awful pasts, but we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on their future. And that's something that's very, very important to both Rachel and I. And that's something that is at the heart of Jacob's Ridge. It's like, no, this is what it is edgy in that respect. It is more positive. It's about going out there and making the future what you want it to be. It's living life without fear. It's not hanging on to that fear and dragging that through the rest of your life. It's cutting the fear out and going, sod that. We don't want that anymore. We're pushing forward into a new horizon, into a brighter, clean sunrise, into fresher pastures. And that's what we aim for. Always, that's what we aim for. And hopefully by doing that, you bring with you the support that you need from other people that have got that same outlook on life. And so that's what it's all about. That's the message behind it. So yeah, it's a bit more than just a random AI generated branding exercise. It's actually about the message behind it. And it's deep. It is deep because I think it has a more profound effect. But anyway, with all that, I'm going now. I'm going to go and have my dinner. I hope you guys are all well. Jane's just eaten a whole bag of breadsticks, so well done, Jane. Let's say big congratulations to Jane. Hope you really enjoyed breadsticks. She didn't share. No, Jan, she didn't. That's just the sort of person she is. Everyone knows that about Jane. Annie, thank you very much for your super chat. And also Myra, thank you for your super sticker. That's lovely. Well, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this evening, and I certainly have. And I love talking to you every week. You know I do, and it means a lot. It means a great deal. It's nice to connect. It's nice to talk things through. And thanks for listening to my mad ramblings. And yeah, it's good. Gets you thinking. And with that, I shall bid you adieu. I'm going for my dinner, and I'll see you next week. Outro? Want the outro? Should we play the outro? I'm going to update the outro. That's my next step. Oh, Elizabeth. Hello. Sorry if I'll just jump in on this one. Any updates on the new property? It's like, that's going to be on my headstone, you know, when I die. It's just going to go, any updates on the new property? The new let's not go there. Let's not go there. Let's just not go there, Elizabeth. Okay, let's not go there. It's everything's moving as it should. That's all we need to know. Okay. See you later. Going for the outro, and don't worry, Jan. I'll make it better this time. I'll make it even better, if that's even possible. Right. I've got to find it now. No, I did it. I set it up. It's all good. It's all good. Oh my God, I'm good. All right. See you later, guys. Bye. It's all good bit where you just stare at the camera. Bye then. You put the phone down. No, you put the phone. Why isn't that working? Why isn't? Why won't it play? You put the phone. No, you put the phone down. No. Green button, Steve. Green. Why? Okay. Goodbye. I think it will play the outro. Love you.